All right, thank you for joining with me. We are on Chapter 2, The Separation and the Atonement, in Ken Wapnick's journey through the text of A Course in Miracles by the Foundation for A Course in Miracles. So we're picking up our reading, again, Chapter 2, The Separation and the Atonement, and we are reading about, sorry, I just don't remember it, so I have to look it up each time. So Ken Wapnick broke it down into certain sections. This is the power of the mind, cause and effect. The power of the mind, cause and effect. Another source of this fear, though not discussed here, is that the ego tells us to avoid the mind because if we gain access to it, we will only misuse our power and sin again. Having first made sin real, the ego counsels us to avoid it like the plague, which our guilt convinces us is so. It is extremely important to understand the mind's power, even at the moment we cannot change it, even if at the moment we cannot change it. For instance, if we take a pill every day to relieve headaches, we can at least be aware of what we are doing, being honest with ourselves and acknowledging, I realize this problem is coming from my mind, but I am still too frightened. My mind is so powerful, it can even deny its own power. Having this awareness, whether we are dealing with a headache or cancer, keeps the door of healing open. Moreover, by being honest, gentle, and patient with ourselves, we are able to be honest, gentle, and patient with others. If you believe that what you think is ineffectual, you may cease to be afraid of it, but you are hardly likely to respect it. There are no idle thoughts. All thinking produces form at some level. While this statement would refer to all thoughts, we shall focus only on wrong-minded ones, how those have effects even if we are unaware of them. The theme that there are no idle thoughts is prominent in the workbook, especially in the early lessons. If we have a thought which ultimately is a thought of guilt, we will project it. However, following the important principle of ideas leave not their source, a major motif in our symphony, the idea of guilt remains in our minds and perhaps on a level of form we are not relating to at the moment. Since time and space are illusory, the reality within the dream is that there are many dimensions. Some physicists tell us that there are multiple worlds, like this one, parallel universes. Just as we can have many dreams at night, we can have many dreams of living in this world. We will return to this theme as well, but for now it is helpful to remember that we will dismiss mind as ineffectual as at our own peril. Projection always follows such dismissal, i.e., for example, denial or repression, and this inevitably leads to attacks on ourselves or others. The next section, Cause and Effect, sees Jesus revisiting this very same point, knowing it would have been missed the first time. And this is from the text. You may still complain about fear, but you will nevertheless persist in making yourself fearful. I have already indicated that you cannot ask me to release you from fear. I know it does not exist, but you do not. Having just said this to Helen, Jesus tells her again not to blame him for her fear, nor for taking it away from her. You are the one making the fear, he is saying. He is certainly not attempting to make her or us feel guilty, but is gently sharing his wisdom, patiently awaiting our acceptance of it. It will take a great deal of learning to accept that fear and the world it spawned are illusory. And that is a perfect place to stop. I hope you have a beautiful day. I thank you so much. And I'm just going to revisit this. I realize this problem is coming from my mind, but I am still too frightened. My mind is so powerful, it can even deny its own power. So that is some awareness to keep in your mind. and a perfect place to end this reading today. I so appreciate you. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.